out my channel to become a better version of yourself. Listen, I know you checked out my channel to become a better version of yourself. Listen, I know you checked out my channel to become a better version of yourself. Listen, I know you checked out my channel to become a better version of yourself.
I wasn't even talking to y'all. You understand what I'm saying? I wasn't even talking, but I'm gonna talk. I'm gonna tell you something about how I feel. Okay. So, hold on. Let me cut this fan off. So, with that being said, I was talking about earlier. I was talking about basically um, God will meet you where you at. You know, one thing that I know about God, you don't have to be perfect. Let me plug this up too. Before we close into the room. Hold on. You don't have to. Okay, so yeah, you can hear me. So you don't have to be perfect to come to God. Okay, it doesn't matter what your life look like, how it looks, or where you been and where you came from, what color, what race, whatever. It doesn't matter. Okay, so let me pull this up and then I'm gonna give you something, and that's why I was talking about earlier. I was talking about being your authentic self, and by you being your authentic self, God will meet you exactly where you at. And so I know, a lot of people say sin, homosexuality is a sin. You understand what I'm saying? So that's what they say. But wherever I'm at, God will meet me. I don't have to portray to be somebody that I'm not, because God will meet me exactly where I'm at, being a homosexual and all, regardless of what my past is, regardless of what my life look like. God will meet me exactly where I'm at. And that's been my biggest thing about when people say about God. No, God ain't gonna turn your back on you just because you choose to be a homosexual. He's not gonna choose your. He's not gonna choose. He's not gonna. Well, he'll forgive you for those sins. He'll forgive you for that. But like I said before, my deliverance don't come from the world. My deliverance don't come from my mother. My deliverance don't come from my father. My deliverance don't come from my sister, my brother, my cousin, my uncle. It don't come from that. It comes from the Most High God. So therefore, I'm gonna talk a little bit about that. Then so when we talk about that, and when I tell you be your authentic self, because God will meet you exactly where you are, and He knows everything that we do. He knows everything that we do in this world. So ain't nothing a secret. Okay, ain't nothing a secret. So I'm trying to get this little thing. So with that being said, the importance of honesty in prayer, because you have to be honest. So when it comes to prayer, one of the most important things you can do is to be honest with God. He already knows your heart, your thoughts, your feelings, your struggles, and your truth. There is no need to hide or pretend to be someone you are not. Being authentic in prayer means bringing your true self before God. For me, this means acknowledging every part of who I am, including the fact that I am homosexual. Some people might think they need to hide parts of themselves in prayer, or try to be someone they're not to earn God's love. You don't have to pretend. But the truth is, God already knows everything about us. He sees the real you, and He loves you anyway. Okay? So I want to say this, and I'm going to go with because I know people say, oh, he's shaking his behind on the thing. I dance anyways. I've been dancing since I was 18 months. 18 months. You understand? My mama said I was dancing when I was 18 months. And so I've been dancing since I was 18 months. And so from 18 months to 43, I'm still dancing. So if that's my enjoyment, I'm not gonna let nobody I'm not gonna allow nobody to take the away from me. You understand? That's what I enjoy doing. So Psalms 51:6 says, surely you desire integrity in your inner self, and you teach me wisdom deep within. So that means basically God knows. And the wisdom that we would gain from deep within, like if you ask for deliverance and whatever you want in your life. So I'm gonna go with Psalms 139, 1:4. So Lord, you have searched me and know me. You know when I sit down and when I stand up. You understand my thoughts from far away. Okay? You observe my travels and my rest. You are aware of all my ways before the word is on my tongue. You know all about it, Lord. And he does. Before we even speak, he already knows what you should say. If he and when I say some crazy stuff out of my mouth, he already know that I'm going to say something crazy. You understand? So that's why I encourage you to be your authentic self when you pray. Honesty is the first step to building a real relationship with God. When you open your heart and speak your truth, you invite God to meet you where you are. You don't have to be perfect or have all the answers. Just be yourself. So 1 John 1:8 through 10 says, if we say we have no sin, we are deceiving ourselves. And the truth is not in us. So 1 John 1:9 says, if we confess our sins, he is faithful and righteous to forgive us forgive us our sins and cleanse us from all unrighteousness. I am a homosexual. If this is in God's plan to deliver me from homosexuality, he would do that. This is all God's plan. You understand what I'm saying? So 10 says, if we say we do not have any sins, we make him a liar. And who we make a liar? The Most High God. Because we all are sinners. And his word is not in us. Okay? So God love is not based on a version of you that you think you should be. It's for who you really are. When you are honest in prayer, you allow God to work in your life in ways you may not never expect. He will guide you, give you strength, and help you grow. No matter your journey, God is always ready to listen and walk with you. Mhm. Seriously. So think about God knows everything, right? So you can't get nothing past him. When I tell you you can't get nothing past him, so when Hebrews, I'll be saying that wrong, but however I say Hebrews 4:13, nothing in all creation is hidden from God's sight. Listen to it one more time. Nothing in all creations is hidden from God's sight, but all things are naked and exposed to the eye of him to whom we must give an account. So if I give my all to if I can give my all to a person, a humankind, I can give my all to the Most High God. And like I said before, my deliverance don't come from humankind. So remember, when you come to God in prayer, don't hold back. Be open, be real, and trust that God will meet you right where you are. He will meet you there. So you have to be your authentic self, and you have to say, okay, you have to be real with yourself. And one thing that I know that you have to be real. You have to be real. You have to pray from your heart because He knows it already. Okay. So yeah, just know that. Who's W looking at me? Why you looking at me? And I'm supposed to get back on because I'm supposed to let this go. I'm supposed to let this one go. But for real, when you pray honesty. Okay. And that goes for all the people. Um, especially my boo thing, Anthony Gary. Yeah, baby. You. Okay. All right. That's my boo thing. Anthony Gary. That's my boo thing. So, all right, you guys. I'll see you guys later.